Welcome to the Brant Phillips Show, the show dedicated to results. Now, here's Brant.
What's up, my friends? This is the Brant Phillips Show. I'm Brant Phillips, and this is the show dedicated to helping motivate, educate, inspire you to go out and create results. That's it, my friends. Helping you create the results that you want in your life and in your business. And today, I want to talk to you about just act like it. Just act like it. When you don't know it, act like you know it. If you don't have that confidence, like fake it. Like act like you do. Confidence is everything, right? I know that there's thousands and thousands of self-help books helping people to get confident and be inspired, encouraged of what they do. But sometimes we just don't have that confidence, right? Like sometimes we get stuck in life. Sometimes we get stuck in business. Sometimes we're doubting that we can get out of a situation, or doubting that we can create the success that we want. And sometimes it just starts by acting like we can, even when we don't think that we can. I just finished up teaching a seminar, a real estate seminar this week, and there were several instances where people, I was sharing, hey, here's what you do in this situation. Here's what you do to raise money. Here's what we do to create deal flow. Here's what you do to do this or that. Just different aspects. And a couple of things. The main thing that stood out to me one time was, I was sharing how we raise private money and what we do with our private lender relationships and how we establish those to get favorable terms, rates, and all that stuff. And one lady said, she's like, yeah, but you've been doing this for years and you have, credibility. And I said, yes, but you can do that too. And she's like, well, it's easier for you. Okay, now it is, but understand that we all start in life at the same place, in terms of we all start with zero experience, right? Zero knowledge at some point in time. And sometimes we don't have that confidence. I play sports with my kids all the time. We play baseball, we play football, we play basketball. And I think back to when I was a kid about trying to mimic, playing like Michael Jordan and some, my sports heroes. And so I do that with my kids too, like my son playing basketball. I'll be shooting 3-pointers or shooting far off. And he's like, Dad, I can't shoot that far. I'm like, just act like you can, son. Act like pretend you're LeBron James. What would he do? How would he do it? And it's just sometimes, having that thought let me try to do it like them, put myself in that mindset. I was wrestling around with my 3-year-old the other day, and I'm wrestling, we're wrestling and things like that, and I get him in a headlock, and he's like, Dad, I can't get out. And I'm like, I thought you were Super Dylan. And I call him Super Dylan sometimes, and sometimes he's Batman, sometimes he's Spider-Man. And so I was like, whoa, I thought you were Super Dylan. And he kind of, his demeanor changed and his eyes got big, and he started hitting me and punching me and kicking and doing all this stuff to where he got this, this superpower where he could get out of the headlock. I let him get out, and then he started beating me up and all that kind of stuff. And it just started when I gave him the idea to change, to get this instant confidence. And so think about that. Who do you want to be in life, right? Who are some of your mentors? Who are some of your role models in real estate, people that you look up to? Imagine if you could hang around with, someone like Robert Kiyosaki, or maybe Than Merrill, or Richard Branson, or just, whatever real estate investor or entrepreneur, or someone that you aspire to be. What if you could hang out with them for, a day, a week, or even a year, and just so that you could start seeing how it is that they live their life? How could that change your life and your business? Because we've all heard that, the sum of the 5 people that we hang around with, or whatever it is, the average of the 5 people that we hang around with, it is going to be one of the greatest determinations on who we become in life and financially, and how our personalities are. And it's really important as well, because who we are also rubs off and reflects on those people. So it's incredibly important. But guys, there's ways to mirror other people's behavior and mirror, more importantly, other people's actions. I mean, the most successful entrepreneurs and leaders in the world have written books. They've left maps. So I encourage you, when you feel stuck in any area of life, maybe it's being a parent, being a a husband or a wife, or being in control of your health and fitness. Like, when you feel stuck and you feel like you don't know what to do or how to act like it. Like, find someone, right? Like, find someone that you can mimic and role model. And like I said, like, it's probably not going to be some big celebrity entrepreneur, and it doesn't need to be. It could be someone, someone in your circle. It could be like someone who's written a book, someone who's doing YouTube shows or something like that. But get really clear on what it is that you want. I talk about this all the time. Get clear on what you want. Establish some really strong, clear outcomes, and just get that clarity in your mind. And even when you don't feel like you can do what it is that you want to do, because you probably can't in your current level and your current capacity of where you're at right now, but you can begin to work towards that. When I first had the idea of competing in an Ironman, I couldn't go out and run an Ironman.
Hey, this is Brant, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. If you're at a place in your life or your business where you just feel stuck, or you just don't know what actions to take to help you get unstuck or onto the path to creating the results you truly desire, please take a few minutes and go to my website, brantphillips.com. There's some really valuable resources and information that may be able to help you out. And if you're interested in really speeding up results with the help of a coach and mentor, and adding true accountability and guidance to your life and business, please reach out to me from my website as well at brantphillips.com, or going directly to www.brantphillips.com/coaching. Now let's get back to the show.
Right? I had to act like people who had gone before me. I had to begin to read and see what these people are doing and what that training regimen would look like. Get some, role models, for example. Get a coach and find out what to do. And the same thing for you. Like, find some people that you can act like. Get like some role models. Begin reading books, seeing what it is that they do. What is their decision-making process? What are some of their actions, and more importantly, their habits that have made them to be who they are? What is their attitude in life? What are, some of their inherent skills and abilities that you may not have, but you can start to see what they have and begin to work on those things? And what are some of the motivating factors, right? Like, what was their why to do what they did? And that's going to be a little bit more of a difficult one that you're not just going to be able to mimic. You're going to have to find out what is your why and what's driving you. And when you begin doing that, though, you can start putting it all together. Just when you start really boiling down to success is simply finding a map, creating some habits, and repeating them and executing them each and every day over and over and over again. And it's habit stacking, if you will, to create success, right? It's swinging singles. It's all these little things that you can do over and over and over again and put it all together and create success. But I do want to leave you with this. I want to share this with you. It's some words of caution, if you will. But it's really important that you become yourself. Like, don't get caught up in this thing where you lose your identity, right? Like, you need to do you, and you need to be you. Like, this modeling other people's behavior, and and getting mentors and coaches, like, it's incredibly powerful, and it works. But you gotta do you. Like, I see people come in, like, I'm in a lot of masterminds and groups, and like, I'm modeling behavior of some of my mentors, right? In certain instances, in certain avenues, but I'm only extracting the things that are going to help me become the greatest version of myself and in what it is I want to create. So make sure that you're doing you. Make sure that you have a clear end in mind of the life and the legacy that you want to create, and go find those people, go find those examples, go find those people who have some behaviors that you can model and integrate them as your own. But you need to do you, and you need to create the greatest version of yourself. And also, I want to share this, my friends. Just because you're modeling someone who's gone before you in this created success, and they've left a map, and they've left steps, they've left habits, they've left, my first book was based on fundamentals. Like, I've left 7 fundamentals of real estate. And if you execute those, you can be very successful in real estate investing. But my friends, you're still going to need to struggle. You are still going to have to create your own path, and know that in creating you, even if you're acting just like someone else and you're mimicking everything that they've done and everything that they've shared and everything that they've taught you, you're still going to have to buy in and prove yourself during this struggle, because you're going to have to chart your own path, right? And life's not just about success and fame and fortune and money and all this peace, love, and happiness stuff. My friends, it's about the journey. It's about the grind. It's about this struggle to create your own unique path. But there's beauty in it. And it's this battle and these obstacles that we get to overcome in order to create success. And yet I'll tell you, so many avoid this path and settle for status quo, and so oftentimes mediocrity. So don't do that, my friends. Like, if you want to create success, you want to create an incredible life, you want to become an awesome husband or father or wife or mother or entrepreneur, or real estate investor, whatever it is that you want to do, like, even if you can't do it right now, just act like it. Just act like you can. Model those behaviors of others who've gone before you. Build your inner circle, like, get a strong group around you so that you can begin to extract some things that will work for you. But chart your own path. Chart your own path, and you do you. Don't worry about failing. When you fail, get back up. It's going to be hard. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process each step of the way, and continue to act like others. This is not just fake it till you make it. This is faking it until you actually become it, and it becomes you, and you become the greatest version of yourself. So that's it, my friends. Just begin taking action today in your life and in your business. And once again, I thank you so much for listening to the show, my friends. I look forward to helping you create results in your life and in your business.
You've been listening to The Brant Phillips Show. To listen to past shows, get updates on future shows, and find other resources or information about coaching, visit BrantPhillips.com.